welcome to another episode from my survival server. I hope you're all having a good day today. I know it's been a little bit, but I've been super busy. I even called in the help of a friend of mine, good buddy of mine, known for a good many years now. Yeah, he's a Minecrafter but he's also very busy, so he doesn't play too often. So I was thankful enough to, he took some time out of his busy schedule to help me. And yeah, these aren't all full, but this is what we're looking at, guys. All the sand. Let me get through my invisible door here. All this sand that makes up the walls of this thing, he pretty much mined. Like, he helped me mine the majority of it. And when I say he helped, he pretty much did it. I just, I had the enchanting levels. I made sure he had tools, armor. Did my best to keep him alive. Uh, did my best. But yeah, he mined like probably a couple double chests worth of sand for me. He didn't have to, but I'm very grateful. Like I said, he helped out, so I didn't ask him for any more help than that. I felt kind of bad, because I did help mine a little bit of it, but he got the majority of it. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So thank you very much, Johnny boy. Much appreciated, man. I wouldn't be at this point in progress without you. Yeah, this is like a ton of sand you mind, buddy. But let's just crack on. And like I said, thank you again, John. I might be asking for some help in this world in the near future. But we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, I gotta get this project finished up first. But I placed all this sand. You know. So yeah, I'm almost out of sand, but I got quite a bit there left I can work with. And then I got all this in my inventory. But yeah, guys, this is what my buddy John helped me do. Like I said, he got most of the sand. I placed it here. But I did but before all that, I did the inside of the monument. So let's go down and check that out. So it doesn't look like much is done down here, right? But once we get inside, you'll be amazed. It's a lot done in here. So yeah, this is what I got done on my own, working away at it. There was hostile mobs spawning in here, guys. Just so everyone knows, yeah, hostile mobs will spawn down here if you don't keep it lit up or half slab it. So I just decided to go with my age-old method of half slabbing it to get rid of the hostile baddies. But this is going to be our area to work with. I think it's a nice, big-sized, building to do a lot of, I don't know, we could do tons of things in here. Definitely putting a guardian farm in, that's the first thing. And then I'm probably, me guys, I gotta put an AFK fish farm in here. That way, I don't have to sit around and camp and, for the materials that the guardians will drop when I set up something to kill them. And I already have that figured out. I just gotta figure out a design that will go on the top once the top area is drained. But I think this is a pretty cool, way to go about it. It's different. I missed some spots apparently. Oh. That's a spot I can't remove. There we go. But yeah, so quite a bit's been done since the last episode. And like I said, with the help of my buddy John there. And he like I said, he didn't have to help me. He's just kind enough to, take some time out of his schedule. And yeah, we just tackled the step of this project. And yeah, we got a lot done. So now I got to basically from here, because I still got my 33 sponges. I got those over here, ready to go. I'm thinking I'm not going to place sand all the way across. That's just, no. No, I'm not doing that. But I know a sponge will absorb a, 3 block wide area here. So if I make walls just running across now, I'm thinking the spacing will make it Like, I probably could go one more, but then there's probably going to be issues. Because I've watched a few tutorials before building this whole thing. Like, for example, this framework. The stone bricks here, with the glasses on, all that good stuff. Yeah, all that was I kind of watched a couple tutorials. I seen one really terrible design for the thing, you know, the part of the Guardian farm that's supposed to actually spawn the Guardians. Yeah, I'm not even gonna mention the name of the YouTuber, but yeah, I did not like the design, but they did offer some helpful tips on building this frame, I must say. So I just used that, the more helpful information, and I just kind of just didn't even pay attention to the other information altogether. So that's what I went with, and yeah, knowing how a sponge works, I'm gonna basically make these walls and then drain it, but I'm gonna do that off camera. No, what I was thinking today, guys, is we need to do a little bit of planning for future things here. And what I mean is, like for example, yeah, I do need some better farms for trading with my villagers. And that's something I've been thinking about. Like, I've been thinking about constantly, not like doing, like I said, I had to get help from a friend there to actually, you know, get a big jump in progress on this project. So yeah, it's not like I've been able to actually do anything about these new farms or anything I want to build. But I can. I'm thinking we go plan them, pick out some space for them, you know. Maybe lay down just a simple framework. Things like that. So what I want to automate things I have, and like if I had melons, I would, you know, like the melon seeds, I would make a melon farm that's automated. I would have done that already, but I don't got any of those, so yeah, I can't do that. So I'm thinking, can either make another pumpkin farm, or make like just a giant sugarcane farm. But then again, they all have their downsides, right? Just because of villagers. The villager trades have a chance of locking out, and because of that fact, right? It doesn't matter if you make like a supersized farm to produce a lot of resources to trade with them, because if the trades lock out, then you're just screwed regardless. So that means I gotta make multiple farms, you know, to have the variety of things to trade with. And that's no easy task because, yeah, building one farm, you know, is okay. But now when you gotta build multiples at one time just to accommodate one, you know, I guess resource problem, we'll say. Yeah, that's a whole different situation. So, I don't know, like, what I want to do first, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I kind of have a general idea where I can build the farms, which is, like, out there. But I don't know which one I want to tackle first, because it's going to be probably something I tackle after this Guardian Farm project. I also want to build, speaking of building things, I want to build a factory. No, I call it a factory, I guess, but to you guys, you would just call it like a, you know, a structure that's used to generate all the different variety of flowers that you can make the different variety of dyes with, like, you know, from. Because some dyes, right, require you to take two dyes of one kind to make one, right? Or like say with the rose red here, there's like a couple different ways you can get that really easily. The lapis lazuli, right, you gotta go mine that, unfortunately. So cyan is made with blue dye, I believe. And, you know, so you would need lapis lazuli and something else to make the cyan, right? So the lapis lazuli, I'm just gonna have to mine. I already understand that much. You know, there's no way I can get around that. But the other ones, as far as the flowers go, that can be automated. Yes, that can. So that's what I want to find a spot. And it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a fairly big location. Because I need to fit two machines in there, two redstone machines. One that has its, I'm gonna do a tutorial for them. One I found a design for, and, you know, like, I kind of liked how, what Azuma did there with the AFK fish farm. In his tutorial, you know, he fully honestly admits he did not, you know, come up with the design or anything, right? But he's still kind enough to share it with everyone else on YouTube. And, you know, whoever just, you know, searches and is looking for a good AFK fish farm. So, you know, I kind of like, you know, that whole process, right? Even though he didn't design it, you know, he found this efficient design, right? And he shared it with the world, basically, you might as well say. Because YouTube, there's like thousands of people who watch YouTube, so I like that concept, basically, of that whole method there. And I found a good, I don't know if he designed it, but there's a YouTuber who goes by the name of K1. I think it's K1 Inc. or something, I don't know. Anywho, I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. But he designed, I'm just gonna say, he showcases a design that works for the, I wonder if I can find one. This is just gonna be kind of like an episode of planning, exploration, and just, you know, checking things out and figuring out what the hell we gotta do next in this survival world here. I can't speak, sheep. I can't speak straight. Teaching me the English. Fine, don't teach me. Become lamb chops. Alright. So. Yeah, these are the flowers. These are one of them. But if you bone meal these things, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, look it! There's our cooked mutton. But no, those ones, the rose bushes that grow 2 blocks tall, they can give you red dye. Same with these ones. But I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure. Because I was thinking of building it here. You know, but I was like, well, no, there's more space all around. I could, you know, better plan where to put this factory, as I call it. But no, this is one of the machines that the YouTuber I was just briefly speaking about shows. It works for these 2 tall plants. So see how that works, right? Like you could just basically duplicate or keep getting more off that one. Right, and I just got like 27, easy peasy. Yeah, that's what the machine does. It just uses dispensers to bone meal, one of each. So you'd have one of these guys, right? One rose, one that's and then there's a sunflower, I believe, that goes 2 blocks tall. And there's another one. Can't remember the name of it. But I gotta find them. I gotta make sure I have one of each before I do this, start this building in general. And then the machine, the design I came up with, I've seen a couple different ones, but it's for, what it'll do is it'll bone meal the grass like that, right? Using a dispenser. And then it'll use pistons, basically, to release water to harvest all the flowers and stuff. And then I'm just going to put a filter system for, where are they? Well, sometimes you get seeds, right, when you break grass, so apparently I can't get seeds. Oh well. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's basic Minecraft mechanics here. I'm basically... Hey, I think that's one of them. Doot, 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 doot. Sorry, I get distracted easily. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, see, like this one. So, you come with me. So, right, the machine would have like this one and this one. And then, so you would need 4 dispensers. And there's just 2 more. I don't know where the hell you would find a sunflower. Like a big sunflower, not just a little sunflower. It's like a big sunflower. But anywho, so that's what the factory I want to build will do. It'll have 2 machines. One will do that, and like I said, one will basically harvest all these little flowers you can get growing when the grass blocks get bone mealed. I just gotta find a place for it. I don't know where. Eventually all this water will be gone. So I'll have more landscape to actually build on. Because I gotta get rid of all this water for the ink farm project I want to complete at some point. Believe it or not, I've been working on that probably longer than most things just because of, you know, I want to build it close, like somewhere here with near the survival city. Not quite in it, but I'm thinking over there on by the barn and all that stuff there, somewhere around there. But yeah, I got to get rid of all the water around here so the squids can't spawn over here. That's no good. They can do that. So, like I said, I was thinking of building it here, but I kind of want to tear all this down. I still want to have this area as like a little tree farm. But we're going to do it properly, guys, since we got the resources. We're going to build like a redstone tree farm. Yeah, it's just going to be able to process oak saplings. But that's okay. I need lots of that resource to make charcoal. Like the oak wood blocks to go into my charcoal machine. Which I upgraded to a dual infinite charcoal machine. Because I've never seen a design on YouTube for it, so I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make one. It's like if I can't find a design, I'll just make a design and I'll use it. So that's what I did. Eventually I'll put a tutorial on that too. It's not really hard to make a dual version, if you ask me. It just takes a lot of hoppers. That's the only, it's kind of resource heavy there. I took down the old iron farm. There's just that pillar there. That's the only thing remaining of that. I took down the old what was this? Darkroom spawner. Used to be here. Used to be way up there. And that dirt you see there kind of made like just a pillar that goes up and then bridged out to the top and then teared it down. So I still don't know what to do here. I could put a, I'm thinking, yeah, since we have a passive mob farm, which is slowly working. Once I, you know, do more land, like a hell of a lot more landscaping, you know, get rid of the water here too, over there, get that sand out, you know, because this is all going to be part of a project here. That's why it's dug out like that. Like it hasn't been filled in, is what I mean. Still a big deep fall there. Hello, Mr. Slime. I didn't see you down there. If I had an arrow, I'd shoot you. You're lucky. What else? So yeah, we got the passive mob farm here, right? Then we got our potato farm. So we need more farms. More farms for trading. But see, it depends on the farm, right, that will utilize the trade. So if we could make a farm, right, where we get more potatoes, just a variety of things. And I could build it like that one, but much, much taller. You know, because there's... Or I was thinking, maybe make some kind of mixture. And what I mean by mixture is take this whole design concept, right, of a farm that goes like this, you know, with the water that collects everything once it flows down in zigzags. And the way this one works here. Because this one, right, this mushroom farm uses one of the more older style concepts where water flows down from the very top all the way down to one end, right, at the bottom, as you guys are about to see. So it would start up there, right, then make its way through each platform, slowly carrying all the items with it, just like so. So we could do that concept too, right? That's also an option. But when I said mixture, I'm thinking maybe one or two of these platforms, right? And then go have the water like fall down. So adding in that kind of going up, you know, design with this could possibly yield a lot more crops each harvest. And it would kind of compact, you know, that bigger design too at the same time, but it'd still be a fairly big build when I think about it. Because that thing was a fairly big build on its own. Not gonna deny that. It's not like as big as this building here, but still, it was a worthwhile challenge, you know, because you got to put the water in place, and there's a couple other things you got to make sure you do right. You know, lighting's a big thing, and that helps out a lot too. Yeah, just, you know, like I said, a couple factors you got to really keep in mind when designing a farm of that kind of quality. I don't know, standard, whatever you want. Whatever you want to word it. There's so many different ways I could have worded that. So that's what I mean, guys. We're going to have to find a spot. A spot. Because I really want to make a... I'm going to call it a dye factory. Because it's going to produce all the different kinds of flowers you can process into the different kinds of dyes. For making other kinds of blocks. Like, say... If I ever wanted to make concrete, what would be the point of making concrete, right? If I can only make like one color, it would suck. So I think if we're going to put a tree factory there, right? I keep hearing zombies here. I still haven't gone down underground to investigate where they are. I'll have to do that some point. Keep putting it off. But no, I'll have to take all this stuff down, right? And then I'll just like mark off an area here, kind of divide it so that all this area here by the water here, I guess from the little shoreline to let's say, just to be on the safe side, like about around here. And then if I want to just leave this and turn it into like a smaller open area of some kind. Kind of like how I have the AFK fish farm, right? It's kind of underground for the most part. You know, everything's down there. But there's like a little bit of, you know, stuff here to make it... Well, I made it blend the best I could. I think it looks alright. Like, it doesn't look like a sore thumb anymore like it used to. Because you used to see like obsidian sticking out and everything, and it's like, yeah, that doesn't really look that great. So I'm thinking making like maybe, you know, just a little chillax spot here that's nice and open to the sunlight and stuff, and also maybe put like a, I don't know, like I said, just like a little open spot, you know. You know what I'm thinking? It reminds me when you go walking through a city park or something, and then yeah, they have those bench stops, like where you can sit on a bench and yeah, you just relax, take in the sights, the fresh air. Well, if there is fresh air in the city you're in, right? Some cities don't have fresh air. I know that from experience. That's why I don't mind living in the country. But yeah, they that's the whole idea, is going for, you know, like one of those types of things. That's why I didn't mind tearing down this one. This old iron golem farm that was here. But this is where we're going to build it, I think. This general spot here. Oh, now I get seeds. Yeah, see, when I make the dye factory, I'll just have to make a filter for those. Darn it. You know, I could have put it over there too. Could have. Just made like a little bridge or something. I don't feel like doing that. Could use that space for something else. More farms, maybe. I don't know. Like I said, there's not too many farms I can make. I don't got any melon seeds, to be honest with you guys. Or so I would have made that farm already. I would have, yes sir. But no, I don't got none. So let's get a start on this. Did a lot of explaining, brought you guys up to speed with where we are on the Ocean Monument project. And you know, every time, you know, I release an episode, we're going to be a lot closer to that thing being operational and you know, being able to go there and AFK and farm basically guardian materials like the... I got some of the stuff here. So you get like, you know, the prismarine shards, the prismarine crystals. You get, I think it's raw salmon or raw fish. And I think ink sacs, which I'm not entirely sure on that one. I think that might have been a squid, to be honest, but yeah. Still, the other three things are still nice to have lots of. Because then once you get in ink sacs, you can make the dark prismarine. Which, do I have any here? I don't have any here at the survival city, but I have some over at the actual area where the building, the last minecart station stopped there. I have some there, but I don't have any here. The dark prismarine has the little guardian picture on it when you're using the natural texture pack, which is the one I use for the most part. Next, just a little teaser for anybody who's been enjoying my Minecraft survival series. Well, season here, I'm gonna call it eventually when it's over. But you know, little teaser for all you people, you know, who've been enjoying it. Yeah, I want to go with a different texture pack. Still don't know what I'm gonna pick. So I'll be looking at those as time goes on. How big do I want this building to be? Let's see here. I guess right here where the where the biomes change to a degree. I find that so weird how the grass can like just transist like that. Okay, so don't want it to go any further, so let's start here. And the machine I have to put here is, well, one of them is fairly big. Like, it's not too big, but it's big enough. So let's see, 3. I need some room to put in a filter, like an item sorter, and then I want to have, like, you know, that kind of as a separate room is what I'm thinking. A separate room to basically, in other words, you know, I don't want to have to do a whole lot of extreme decorating, let's say, to hide any hoppers and stuff like that. I'd rather kind of have that all in just one separate room for this project. Well, this building in general. And I think that would make it a little easier on me. And then I could just focus on decorating like the other parts of it and making it look nice. Okay, so I need to bring this. Yeah, I know we're not doing too many exciting things this episode, guys, but you know, not every one of them is going to be super exciting or interesting. Every Minecraft Let's Play is like that. Unfortunately, you know, they can't all be just amazing. Ah, why did I bone meal this area? Because I'm a bonehead. Well, I can be a bonehead at times. I'm a pretty smart person when I want to be. Okay, do that. Yeah, and if anybody's wondering also why I'm not using a shovel, it's because I kind of went through a lot of the iron. Me and Johnny Boy there, we kind of destroyed shovels. Well, he destroyed a lot of them, but you know, it was for a good cause. We just tackled that project. Oh, I'm out of stone already. Well, that sucks. That sucks. But we gotta start on it. We know what we want to do with it. And you know, I tried something really... I didn't do it in this world, thankfully, but I thought maybe you could move a mob spawner with a silk touch pickaxe. Nope. Can't do that. I went to my survival test world and I tried it and I was like, okay, let's see if this works, you know, and no, it doesn't work. It's like the first block I've ever seen that ever happen with, to be honest. You know, like where a silk touch pickaxe won't pick it up. But it does make sense. It's a mob spawner. Like, why would you be allowed to pick up a mob spawner? This isn't PC modded Minecraft. No. We can't do that cool stuff. Which sucks. I'd love to make like a resturb spawner or something where I can just, okay, yeah, I need a spawner for bone meal, you know, so I need a skeleton spawner and I need it to work efficiently without a lot of hassle. Oh, so just make a resturb skeleton spawner. Doesn't matter what the, you know, area's like around you, it'll just spawn them in constantly. It's like, huh. Well, I'll be damned. That's why I was like, kind of looking back on the first episode I did in my Let's Play here. I'm doing right now, and I even mentioned that. I said, I wish Mojang would have purchasable DLC contents, and I still do to this very day. Like, you know, I wish that stuff was a thing. Alright, guys. I got some work to do. I got a lot of building to do. Like I said, I still gotta... Oh my. Hello. I got a lot of building to do on that monument. I got a lot of sand to place. I'll probably still have to get more sand to finish off those walls I need to place across. But that's okay. If necessary, I could probably just take down the walls. And then, like, not all of them, but the ones where I've drained the water out of it so far. Stuff like that. Oh, it's nice to be in the overworld, where everything is nice and sunny. Oh, it's nighttime right now, though. But it will be nice and sunny. Yay, sunlight. Alright, guys. Like I said, hopefully you enjoyed the episode nonetheless, and all the crazy running around and planning, and little updates, you know, on what has to be done in the world. And yeah, next episode, hopefully, it'll probably be another 2 days or so. But, you know, I'll try and get the next episode out as soon as I can. So you guys, you know, kept up to speed on what's going on and the progress we're making here. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day out there. I will see you guys in the next one.